How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the Looney Bin. My name is Looney, and today I want to talk about HOLOLIVE Advent, the new generation for HOLOLIVE English. They just announced the new talent that's going to be coming out pretty soon, July 29th to be in fact. And I can't wait to check out like what each girl's personality is like. Just like what they love, what they enjoy to do, what they enjoy to play, just getting to know them through their streams and stuff like that. But I want to talk about just in general, like my first impressions, my first thoughts about them before actually seeing their streams, and just in general, like in terms of their like lore, what the possible lore might be, and just take a look at them and see just like my first thoughts, my first impressions of them. So let's begin. So HOLOLIVE Advent is basically 5 group of people who committed a prison break from, I guess, a prison in hell. It's interesting because they were locked away by gods. Now, whether or not HOLOLIVE Council are these gods that were basically locked them away, I don't know. But it is very interesting that a prison break happened where these 5 were trapped. And it makes me wonder, like, who in possibly out of everyone in HOLOLIVE EN in that lore space could have possibly, just possibly allowed them to be released from their prison. Like, out of everyone in HOLOLIVE could have done this. I just can't. I feel like there's only one person that could. It's probably Iris. You know, Iris sometimes is clumsy. She probably tripped and fell on the switch, and then that opened up the gates where Advent was locked in, and they just ran away. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Iris. I think Iris is the one responsible for this. Whoever is responsible, it's nice. It's great to finally see a new generation for HOLOLIVE EN. It should be a lot of fun to watch the new group of girls, see what they do. It's interesting because technically a pair of these new talents are twins, which is kind of fun. It's a fun idea. The question is, are they actually real-life twins? It would be really cool if they were real-life twins. It would be amazing. It would be awesome if they were actual twins. Behind the scenes are twins, I should say, not in real life, but behind the scenes are twins. That'd be pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. I do think that the design of all 5 are really cool. So let's take a look at some of the designs. So first up, we have Shelby Novella. This is very much the goth design, the goth aesthetic HOLOLIVE member of Gen 3. I like her design. Look at her. The boots are cool with the little spikes at the fucking bottom. We have her dress that's a little torn. You got the chain over here. You got the nice the jacket. The jacket looks really dope. You got the split hair colors. You got the white on one side, the black on the other. I like that. Her eyes are probably her best feature. Like, look at those. Those are incredible eyes. Those are eyes that you probably don't even... This is probably the first time we ever see these type of eyes on any HOLOLIVE model. So that's pretty cool. I like her eyes especially. Like, oh, she looks like someone who's really passionate about something or can be obsessive over something. So it'll be really interesting to hear her talk on her stream and just basically see what she's passionate about. According to her description, she's passionate about books, right? So let's just look at her description and see what more about Shelby Novella. Don't you think that's a wonderful story, novella? Clearly, she loves novels and books, so that would be pretty cool. I wonder if she's an avid light novelist, maybe manga reader. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Driven by a thirst for knowledge, Shelby Novella is the archiver. She turns her favorite stories and treasured memories into bookmarks and saves them. By misfortune, she was found to obtain forbidden knowledge. Oh no. She found out that Yago is best girl. But to her, that experience itself is but a fascinating story. In order to continue her search for more stories, she planned and executed a prison break. So she actually was the one who basically began the prison break, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. She must be possibly the leader of the group. Kind of like Babe is kind of like the HOLOLIVE Council leader, although I think usually they do like a switch, like they switch from time to time who leads council during certain streams, but it does seem like she will probably be like the leader of the group, so that's pretty cool. Similar to like also like Lapis for Holo X, right? So I think she's gonna play that very similar role to that, or maybe maybe they actually are not as a group, because they could be all individual vigilantes, who escape prison and just do all of their own thing. But it'll be nice to see them, I mean, they more than likely will probably interact with each other, like in group streams and stuff like that, because they're fellow prison breakers. That's a bond you could never forget. Honestly, you could never forget that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like her goth design, and she's apparently a really smart person. So I can't wait to see what else she does on her stream, and like what her favorite books are, like what her favorite stories are. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be exciting to see her, and just like how her voice sounds like. So it should be a lot of fun. Let's move on to the next one. Kosekibijo. Man. So she seems like she will be the lowly of the group. I don't know how tall she is. I don't even know if like they even have like a description of like how tall she is. But it looks like she's gonna be the lowly of the group. It seems like she is like, for some, like she looks like she didn't even deserve to be trapped by the gods, unless there was something that happened that caused her to be trapped by the gods, which we'll probably read through the description. But overall, her design, I like the aspect of like very crystal, very crystallized, you know, outfit. You have a lot of crystals. You have the little small fairy wings that like have like little crystal, like everything here is like very crystallized. It's a very crystallized design. I really enjoy it. Her eyes are pretty cute. Long hair. Like she definitely looks like she is the lowly of the group, which is fine. Everyone, I feel like every single member of HOLOLIVE EN has a lowly in the group. I don't know if you count Bay as one, but yeah. But yeah, her design is really cute. It's very, very different compared to Novella. So we'll see. She probably also has a pretty cute voice. So I can't wait to see her stream. Let's check out her inscription. Formed from crystallization of all forms of human emotion. Oh, great. What? Considering the fact that a lot of people in the world have very pessimistic emotion, I wonder how she's going to incorporate that. It should be very interesting. Kosekibijo is the jewel of emotions. Makes sense for their costume design. Over years and years of emotions of beauty and filth alike. Oh no. I wonder if she's gonna have like different personalities based on those emotions. Like, you know, happiness, she'll be happy. If like she's sad, or like her viewers feel like they're sad or like spooked. I wonder if she would like mimic those type of emotions, you know? So it'll be interesting to see like how if she ever plays like a horror game, to see like what her personality and like what she does is like. You know, that'd be pretty interesting. Her ancient mystic... Oh, wait, I didn't finish. Over years and years, emotions of beauty and filth alike have woven into her under immense pressure, resulting in unmatched brilliance. She does look pretty brilliant. Her ancient mystic brilliance caused strife between the masses of the greedy who fought over ownership of her. Oh, God. Oh, no. So basically, nothing's going to change. She's going to be a... There's going to be a lot of viewers who will be very greedy for her on her stream. I would not be. This is just perfect to being an idol. This led her to be imprisoned in secrecy, far from the reach of humans. I mean, it's kind of weird because like there's a lot of people who have this weird mentality about how like they think that certain, you know, streamers, you know, certain idols are like theirs and theirs only. So they basically created a actual idol or VTuber that basically represents that. So it'll be very interesting to see how chat and how she deals with that kind of stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. It seems as though when she encounters people, and particularly their good emotions, her radiance shines even brighter. Oh no. She's gonna play horror games and her brilliance is not gonna shine. I wonder if they're gonna do something cool where, like, you know, feeling the good emotions from chat or anything like that, like during a horror game, like she's spooked and stuff like that. Will like the color of her model decrease, or like if maybe, you know, people are showing really good emotions, maybe her model lights up a little bit more. I think that'd be pretty cool to do. I don't know how that's. I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. It's literally just using the VTuber model and just increasing the brightness and something like that, or like changing the color or color correcting, I should say, the model. So it should be interesting to see if like she incorporates that into like her streams and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, she's adorable. So can't wait to see her. Next up, we have Nerissa Ravencroft. Now I think she's maybe the person behind the VTuber is actually like a British origin. You know, that'd be pretty cool. And she's apparently a singer, which is great. All right, let's take a look at her design. She has a nice little crow, who is much more sinister than the one that Lapis has, which is pretty cool. She has, I don't know what this is. Is this like, if she hits that, does it vibrate to make sound like that instrument, like a triangle instrument? I wonder if that's what that is, if that's what that's all about. But yeah, but like, very nice design. Yeah, she really loves the color black. Her eyes are red. Awesome. Yeah, her design is really cool. Really also reminiscent a lot of like Crony color aspect, except Crowley doesn't have that much black. You know, Crony has more like white. She has more black to her design. The feathers, that's pretty cool. So she's like resembles like the embodiment of like a crow or a raven, I should say. One of her ravens is gonna have a pet name, or maybe it talks like the way Lapis's crow talks. So it would be pretty cool. Yeah, overall the design is the design looks great. Like the designs of most like HOLOLIVE characters are usually always good, so that's great. Here's the description: with the deep love of song, Nerissa Ravencroft is the demon of sound. Oh, so she's an actual demon. Oh. Her powerful love turned into a dark power that inhabited her singing, giving her music the potential to drive the entire world mad. Oh, I see. So her singing focuses on a lot of the emotions that make people angry, make people crazy. The guards speak for her beautiful voice. Decided to seal away for eternity, but does not seal away her desire to sing for others. So basically, kind of like how Jigglypuff always wanted to sing, but every time Jigglypuff sings, you know, she puts everyone to sleep. So maybe it's something like that. But I think her voice is going to be tremendous. So I think it says here that her singing is going to make people go mad. I just don't see that happening, especially with HOLOLIVE's big focus on singing. So it's probably just like part of the lore, and people would just maybe it's just to get people to fall in love with her singing, you know, to get them under her spell, to make her likable. That's very possible. While she was sealed away, she came across Japanese otaku culture and is currently fascinated by idol songs and pen lights. Yep, that would do it. Maybe her life in prison wasn't all that bad. Well, it depends. It depends on how the lore behind her singing takes place, and how Nerissa Ravencroft actually handles that lore, you know. But yeah, otherwise, really cool, really interested in hearing her sing, so I can't wait. Next up, we have the twins. Fuwawa Abisgard, like, she's a dog. She's a dog. She has those Sora Kingdom Hearts shoes. She has a nice fluffy tail. It's a pretty adorable design. Those are supposed to be claws, like part of the outfit. I think that's what that looks like. It seems like her outfit is more like ice base, just based off the color of her shoes, the color of the claws, the color of like collar and the dog tag. Maybe she's like the embodiment of like the guard dog for ice or something like that. That's pretty cool. How about we get you all nice and fluffy? But the fluffy older twin sister of the demonic guard dogs who were sealed away in the cell for being in pain in the god. Oh, so they were sealed away. If I'm not mistaken, the lore is that they were guarding the prison, but there was such a pain in the godly behind that they were just like, oh, you know what, just put them in the prison, just put them in their cell because they're so annoying. Maybe that's what it is. So basically they're adventurous, they're chaotic, they're fun. I would probably think like a lot of their content is gonna be very chaotic, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be good for like games like A Way Out and stuff like that. So it'd be pretty cool to see if they ever play that game together. Her duties to calmly look after her younger twin sister Mokoko and their pet Pero. Pero, I don't know who Pero is. I don't see Pero here. I don't know who Pero is. Her birthday is February 1st, which is very close to my birthday. That's just 20 days away from my birthday. But that calmness can be short-lived. Ultimately, she's a bouncing bushy girl who loves to chat and play. Aw, she seems like the twins seem like very different from the other three. This one looks like she's just gonna be Korone like. Korone is someone who enjoys the little things in life and just has fun all the time. It just seems like Fuwawa's gonna be very similar in that regard, just based off this description. So I can't wait. I'm a huge Korone fan. Korone is my favorite from HOLOLIVE. So if she's gonna be not necessarily very similar to Korone, but have that same type of energy, I think that'll be great. I think that'll be fantastic. And then finally, her sister. It's playtime whether you're ready or not. Okay. Mokoko. Let's see. Her design is very similar to her sister. It seems like her color is pink. She has the same shoes. The design is very similar. Yeah, she's more like the tomboy, it seems like more of the tomboyish type of character, just based on the design, the jacket. She has headphones. You have the collar with the matching color of the pink. I'm assuming this is gonna be like the pink flames. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The twins look very similar, except for in one specific area, but You all know that. Let's look at the description. The fuzzy younger twist of the demonic guard dogs who was sealed away in the cell for being a pain in the godly behind. Mokoko Abyss guard is the fuzzy one. Basically, I think what they're referring to is that she's gonna be very tomboyish. The rambunctious Mokoko spent all her time in prison watching anime and playing games because what else are you gonna do in prison? Often roping her older twin sister for and the pepper and more chaotic antics. So yeah, she's very the more outgoing, the more adventurous, the more wild of the twin sisters. Which, you know, it's a very common trope with twin characters. You know, one you have more reserved, the other one you have more, you know, outgoing and more, you know, chaotic. So it makes sense, you know. It's rumored that she took part in the prison just for the heck of it. If she is going to be one of those characters that you just don't know what she's going to do next, I think she's going to be a lot of fun. Kind of like how sometimes Mume is like that, sometimes Gura is like that. You know, I think that would be really cool. And yeah, this should be a lot of fun. This should be on February 2nd. Interesting. So her older sister is born on February 1st. She was born on February 2nd, which means that they were midnight babies. Wow. One of them was born in at like 11:59, then the second one was born in like 12:01 or something like that. That's actually really cool detail that they put for their birthdays. It makes sense because you want the girls to each have different days when they could do birthday streams, so it makes sense in that regard. So yeah, those were the new Gen 3 HOLOLIVE Advent. Those are my first impressions. I think they're all going to be great. I think they're all going to fit well with all the other members of HOLOLIVE EN. And I honestly, you know, it's nice. It's been 2 years since we got a new HOLOLIVE EN to basically join the rest, and it should be a lot of fun to meet, see their personalities, and see how they interact with the rest of HOLOLIVE Advent, and then the Council, and then Myth. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of more new content, more fun with the other girls. So overall, I'm excited. I can't wait to check out their debut streams and just hear their voices for the first time. I cannot freaking wait. Who is my favorite so far based on like first impressions right now? Like which one I'm like the most interested in for now, at least? I will probably say the twins, because this is the first time literally I think in not just HOLOLIVE but like VTuber history at all, like in any VTuber, that they're actually doing twins. There's actually twin VTubers. I can't wait to check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, expect to see some reactions from watching some of these girls do their content. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.